Another chapter in the long and storied sports rivalry, the longest in the nation, gets written today here in the Philadelphia Public League Girls Lacrosse Championships. And we are live here from Northeast High School. Hello, everyone. Daryl Dobis with you. Glad to be with you here on YouTube TV, and powered by SFBN. And the two teams in last year's final getting ready to get it on here again in 2023. Central, the 1 seed, but in the road white, or the home white, I should say, is a pass in front and a shot right off the bat. Central in the red, nearly with an opportunity there to take the early lead. Tasden Sable in tight. Good job defensively there by Central. And actually that shot was taken by Alina Bose. In goal for Central, who comes in 14-0 as the turnover goes against Northeast on their first possession. Top seed 14-0 under head coach Alina Whittle. Meanwhile, the Vikings 11-3, the 3 seed, coming off of a, well, if you go by the numbers, an upset over Girls High, the 2 seed, in the semifinals to get to this point. And a foul will be called here on Central, or in favor of Central. And they'll reset coming back. Looks like Zayla Bea with the foul there for Northeast. And their head coach, John Pesoris. Good check from behind right there by Bea. The ground ball picked up, fighting for it. And getting fouled was Milan Smalls. The junior resets by getting it over to Yoon Jiang. In tight. Shot, top left corner and a goal. And less than 2 minutes in, Central takes the 1-0 lead. I can't hear me. So the Vikings going to have to play catch up here from the start. Face-off win, another one here for the Vikings as they look to pressure here and get back into this one early. Lost 5-2 in the final last year. As a little bit of a hit from behind, that'll draw a foul against Northeast. Getting up slowly after that one. Yori Candidi, the junior. And it will be possession to Central. Said in cage for Central, senior Brooke Carrier. And the turnover right back here. Trying to scoop it up and get the ground ball here as Northeast having a little trouble getting it. Finally along the sideline, keeping it in. Hand off to Taslim Sable. Whistle blows, and the turnover right back to Central. Alex Becker trying to get free, turns it over. This is Sable. Taslim trying to work her way in for a shot. A foul will be called here and a cross check. And I believe we're going to get a chance here at a free possession run. First opportunity to score for Northeast, went wide of cage and then turned over. Now we'll see if Taslim Sable can tie this one up. In tight. Shot! That one denied point blank right there by Brooke Carrier. Good shot by Taslim Sable. That one denied, however, by the senior keeper. Winner of this contest gets a date with the 6th seed out of District 1 in the first round of state competition in Class 3A. That's coming up on Tuesday, the 6th of June. Central had the honors last year. Northeast would like to take their first trip. As on the restart, Central, unpressured. Jang, flying down the middle. Jang on the right hand, shot, it's 2-0. Not even 5 minutes into the contest, and Central with the 2-0 lead. That was just a dead-on sprint from about 25 yards out. And the second shot from Central also finds the back of the cage. Getting it past Karn Lee, your keeper today. For the Vikings, another face-off one. All of them have been won here by Northeast. There's a shot in tight. That one got smothered, rolls in on cage. Another save there for Carrier. Long pass. Nearly lost. The ground ball scooped up. Good check from behind. Oh, they're going to get a foul. As the hit from behind coming from Lyric Ramson. Knocked the ball at Talia Feldman's stick. But the senior they deemed was fouled, so she'll restart it. Amy Lee marking her now gives way to Bora Zavara. Right wing, this is Isadora Layden. Layden in tight, shot, that'll go wide. Race for the ball, and first to get there, it appears, will be Tasnim Sable. So possession will head over to the Vikings. And Sable, pinned on that far side, has to reverse. Tries a pass, sticks in the webbing of her stick. Loose ball on the ground, trying to get to it is Anna Chan. And she'll pick it up. The pass across, wide open opportunity. Good recovery on defense there by the Vikings. That's a point-blank chance for Layden. But could not pull the trigger as a foul is called here. And a restart coming up for Central. And this one will be from 12 yards out. Meters if you go by the college rule. Pass to the middle. And a violation called here on the Vikings. We'll try this again. Actually, they're going to call this one on Central. So a break there for Northeast. Long pass on the restart there from Amy Lee. She finds a teammate with some open space. This is Bose. Bose stops, pivots to the offhand. Lost control. Taslim Sable has her back. Sable, good speed, good move to the inside. And a foul will be called here, and she's going to get another free position run. Last one not effective. This one in tight, a foul will be called, and we'll try this again. And Sable is down. Slow to get up. Appears to be okay. Trying again. In tight. Hit from behind, and we'll do it all over again. Sable looks like she's just trying to get in too tight instead of just letting it go, giving an opportunity for the Central defense to collapse on her. Fourth try here on a free position run. All of them have been Taslim Sable. And an early step in, and that's going to force out AJ Adesipo. So she'll have to play from behind here. Now shooting, that one just wide. Nearest to it, however, I believe they're saying is Central, so it'll go over to the Lancers. Shots are 3 apiece. Scoreboard, though, says 2-0 in favor of Central. And now hitting the deck here is Brooke Carrier as she gets fouled. Got to be careful when going after the goalie. So Central on the restart with a 2-0 lead. And then losing an edge and going down was Carrier. However, I believe she got a break. I think they're saying that in the crease, though, was Alina Bose. Defense can't get inside the circle, and a bad giveaway there by Carrier. Just handed it over to the Northeast, and now a foul will be called after the steal by Chloe Serden. This is going to be another free position opportunity for the Vikings, but this one's going to come at a really sharp angle. Carrier was just trying to get rid of that ball and didn't have a lot of steam on it. Ended up right into the stick of Serden, who will pass across and give it away. But I believe they're calling a violation here, and I believe it's going to be against Jiang. So we'll try it again. This is the 5th opportunity here for Northeast. As we said, this is on a really sharp angle. Carrier's got that near post all covered. The pass in deep, stolen away, rolls to the back of the cage, and the steal and the pickup there by Carrier. Here comes Central. Contact, play allowed to continue initially, but they'll restart and they'll bring it back. Sui Jiang. Stolen from behind. Taslim Sable's been all over the place. Good speed up the middle. Had a teammate on the right side, doesn't get rid of it. Now splits a double team. Pass to the middle out of the reach of her teammate. I believe that's Sheridan. And then contact, and down goes a Central player. Northeast has definitely been playing a little more aggressive here today. And a yellow card is going to be issued on this one, so Northeast is going to be playing one down. And they're going to get Alina Bose. So it's a 2-minute penalty, a man down, a player down, I should say. As the pass nearly on cage, almost a mistake by Angela Basha. Hustling to get it back there was Carrier. Almost an own goal there against Central. And now Central playing one down. That doesn't mean anything. They're going to attack. Lon Smalls. All the way around the world, still holding on to it. Nowhere to go in the middle, we'll bring it out. And now a foul's being called. And it's going to be called against Northeast. Nearly halfway through our first half here from Northeast High School. Girls Public League title on the line. And the goal put home by Talia Feldman. It's 3-0 Central. And they do it, a player down. So Feldman from Smalls. 4 shots taken by Central, and a timeout here. It's going to be taken by Northeast with 12:39 to go here in the first, and we'll take one with them. Philadelphia Public League Girls Lacrosse title on the line, and right now the top seed, Central, on top of the 3 seed Northeast. 3-0. You're watching it here on YouTube, powered by SFPN. Back here at Charles Martin Memorial Stadium on the campus of Northeast High School, right off of Cottman Avenue. Daryl Dobus and a cast of thousands here for SFBN. Energetic crowd on hand for this battle of 1 versus 3. Central, the defending Philadelphia Public League champions in girls lacrosse. Northeast, the runner-up last year, trying not to be so this year. But they've got a 3-0 deficit staring at them here halfway through the first half. But they have been winning the faceoffs. It's a nice job there winning that one by Lyric Ramson. There's a check from behind, stolen away here by Central. And a correction, I misspoke on that goal. Central was a player up. Penalty obviously was on Northeast, and Central converted it without a problem. Pass on the right wing all the way up top. This will find Yang. She's got 2, but before she can let one loose, a foul is called. And she's going to get basically a straight 8. She's going to have a dead-on run right now on Karn Lee. Hustling over to get defensive position is Amy Lee. Now it's like musical chairs over here. Lee will step out. Tasm Sable, midfielder, coming in defensively, ready to try to defend this. Straight in, spinning, contact. Foul will be called there. And I think Yen kind of baited them into that one. She was going in backwards. But we'll try it again. On the run in. Deke shot, goes low, hat trick. Yin Jiang with her third at 11:03 left to go in the first, and it's 4-0. So a rare free position opportunity there for Central, but they convert. And this first half going from bad to worse here for the Vikings. The only thing that's gone right for them so far has been the faceoffs. Kim Stocks trying to get these players squared away here on this center draw. The other officials today, Kathy Beaker and your referee, Christine Vandermeer. The ever-talented Val McPeak, the fourth official, running the timer up here in the booth. As off the draw, one controlled by Sable. Sable showing speed. Sable fouled. And the unbridled screams from the fans below us. I believe oohing and awing at the fact that they stopped play because of the foul. Sable shot. Went right into the arm and the chest, but saving it there is Carrier. Third save for the senior. Quickly up, nearly stolen away, but it's caught on the run. Here come the Vikings. Excuse me, here come the Lancers. With speed, shot. That one denied. Anna Chan had a chance, but it was turned away by Lee. First save of the game there for Lee. And now a foul will be called here, and we'll stop play again. Clock continues to the run. Under 10 minutes to go here in the first. Central had a bye into the semis, being the top seed. They defeated Science Leadership Academy in the semifinals. SLA ends the season at 8-4. And an error on the start there, and now it looks like we're getting a conversation here. It might be a clock issue. I believe that's Christine Vandermeer running over to the table. These ladies are playing for a simple but important piece of hardware, and I don't know if our crack camera crew can get the zoom in on that trophy sitting at midfield all the way across on the other side. Well, whatever the issue was seems to be handled. Clock stays at 9:22. Pass. The trailer inside, shot down low, and another goal for the Lancers. This one by Melody Haslam, her first of the game. And Central in excellent shape right now with a 5-0 lead. Seven shots and 5 goals for the Lancers. Central, like most schools, did not only play teams in their league. Played teams in the area, but not in the public league. It's the first faceoff one there by Central. Foul called on Northeast. They upended Quakertown back on May 2nd and Upper Darby to start the season back in early March. On the restart, pass a little high to the right wing. Scooped up, however. Controlled by Layden. Gives up to Feldman. In front, trying to one-time. It was Chan. Lost it out of her stick. Teammates have her back as Smalls picks it up. Smalls trying to get away from Sable. Bump from behind. It'll stay with Central. I mentioned at the Open that This is another chapter in the longest running sports rivalry between public high schools in the country. Dates back to 1892. As the pass from out back, top right corner, another goal for Central. And early on, this rivalry is turning into a rout. Feldman with her second. And it is 6-0. And you wonder what, if anything, John Soros could do over on that Viking sideline. As right now, his limited bench is definitely dejected at the start to this contest. Race for the ball. Good job to pick it up there by Sable. Lost, though, and back the other way comes Central. Ill-advised pass from Feldman. And a foul will be called here as they get jagged. On the restart. Trying to get free is Bea. Fouled, she's allowed to continue. Maybe a little too much one-on-one there for Zayla Bea. Only one right now that's shown a little speed to get in tight is Taslim Sable. And she has possession now. And now trouble comes. She's going to get triple teamed. Gets away from it. Ducks inside, goes down, and now we'll get a stoppage as Sable's slow to get up. And I believe they have carded a Central player. And it looks like it is Feldman who will be going off. Another chance here for Northeast on this free position opportunity. They've all been for Taslim Sable, but they have converged on her quick as the defense trying to spin. Shot. That one right into the stick. And another save by Brooke Carrier. Her fourth. Vikings had possession, lost it. Ground ball scooped up by Candidi. Looking to get free and trying to dance down the sideline was Alex Becker. And the restart, Becker. Up to her teammates. The long pass by Smalls into a crowd. Trying to scoop it up there is Tasnim Sable, who does, and then finds the turf here. Charles Martin Memorial Stadium. This stadium has been around for quite some time and was one of 5 locations in the city of Philadelphia that was designated to be a super site. This field was used pretty much year-round, week-round. And the dirt and grass were beaten to a pulp. And finally, this, among other places, given major upgrades for the field, the scoreboards, bleachers. And it still has hosted a lot of events, not only in the Philadelphia Public League, but in the Catholic League as well. State playoffs, football, field hockey. We get another stoppage after a foul. And I think somebody else might be going off, another yellow card. They had already sent off Feldman. This time, however, it'll be Northeast. Chloe Sardin, number 4, will go off, the attacker. Is on the restart, nearly stolen away, but it'll stay with Central. Northeast defeated Franklin Town Charter in the quarterfinals. Top 2 teams got a bye, and the other team, Girls High, again got upended by the Vikings, which put them into this championship game. Zhang fouled about 30 yards out. So the restart coming straight away, right at the 25-yard line. Beautiful part about playing on a football field when it comes to sports like this, field hockey, anything where you need distance, even soccer. Got to be 5, got to be 10 away. It's pretty easy just to do the math. Clock continues to run, 4.5 left to go here in the opening half, and it has been all Central. Trying to make a move. Good no call right there, is just plowing in with Zhang. She lost it. Back the other way, losing control with Sable. She scoops it up. That was sisterly help as Tasnim sent it to Taslim Sable, and now Taslim Sable making moves like a point guard. Lost the ball. Ran right into a check there by Angela Basha. As once again picking herself up off the turf here is Sable. This time 12 yards out. A little tougher to get in towards Cage. 4 saves for Brooke Carrier. For Central, looking to keep their unblemished record intact. Right now, Central just double teaming, but splitting it. Once again with Sable, she lost it. Had to regroup. Sable will try the left side here, down below the goal line. Pass to the middle. Ricochet looked like off the hands of the teammate. Scooping it up was Carrier, and now we'll get a foul. I believe that pass initially was intended for Boris Zavara, but could not handle it. As now leaving the field after the foul, Lena Bose. So now we have 2 Vikings players on the sideline. As this is where frustration can really enter into play. Long pass, missing it was Smalls. Trying to get it back. And the foul called from behind against Ramson. Central on the replay. Under 2.5 to go. Smalls. The junior still maintaining possession. Back out to Feldman. Feldman's pass to the middle, tipped. Good reach there initially by Lee. Still with it is Central. Zhang in tight, shot, 5-hole, score. Number 4 for Yen Zhang. And it is 7-0. So far this half, more one-sided than the entire game was last year. Again, a 5-2 win for Central over Northeast in this final last season. I always love making my way over here to Northeast. I'm always impressed when I see the school because they have something called a Spark program. Northeast has the nation's first high school space program through something called Spark, Project Space Research Center. Their flight director, if you will, their honorary flight director, is actually an astronaut from Philly, Chris Ferguson. Another draw one by the Vikings. Though they're having a little trouble maintaining it. Tasnim Sable finally with the loose ball with a minute and a half left to go here in the first half. Northeast just needs something positive as a push called here against Central. Just something to go into halftime. Give them some hope. Looking to go left hand, nowhere to go. Good job maintaining possession. And now a foul will be called here against Central. Again, Central in the white. The Vikings of Northeast High in the red and black. And Chloe Sardin fouled. She's 12 yards out. Tries to split a triple team. And they're going to call the foul here against Sardin. Just trying to blow her way through the defense that had position. And unless it's football, you can't do that. 30 seconds left to go here. It has been all Lancers as they look for a return trip to the 3A state playoffs here in Pennsylvania. Jang with a dodge, with a shot. That one denied. This one saved by Lee. And now we'll get a stop of the clock here with 4 seconds left. I believe that's my buddy Kathy Beaker laying out the situation for the players here. Back behind the cage. It will be Central ball. They have just 4 seconds when the whistle blows to try to get off one more shot. Three, two, foul. Stopped. And they are putting 2 seconds back on the clock. So a chance, but right now Zhang is going to have to unload this one quickly. Pass to the middle, that's not going to do it. 25 minutes of action in the books here from Northeast High, host of the 2023 Philadelphia Public League Girls Lacrosse Championships. And right now, the host team losing to the home team, top-seeded Central, by a score of 7-0. Step aside, take a timeout. Come back and give you the scoring plays. Get you ready for the second half. The winner to move on to the state playoffs and call themselves Public League champions. Central 7, Northeast nothing. This is the Philadelphia Public League Girls Lacrosse Final here on YouTube and powered by SFBN. 25 minutes left in the season for one of these two teams, two of the most historic schools in the Philadelphia School District, Northeast and Central. Central in the white, currently with the 7-0 lead. A change in net late in that first half, and currently now it looks like Victoria Sloan, who is also listed as a defensive player. Two different numbers for Victoria, 00 and 17. It looks like she has replaced Karn Lee between the pipes for Northeast. And Central was the first high school, quote-unquote high school in Pennsylvania. 1836 as they win the draw here. Believe it or not, they're the second oldest high school in the country, behind a school out in Boston, English Classical School, now called English High School. Northeast, well, they've been around pretty long too. 1890 for the Vikings. There's a foul called here. This will go against Central. Just to show my age here, for those of you that remember the TV show Who's the Boss and Taxi, Tony Danza, the actor, actually taught school here at Northeast back in the 2009-2010 year. As a foul called against Alex Becker of Central. And once again, picking the stuff off there. This will be Tasnim Sable. Her sister's been playing hard and hit the deck a little bit herself today. Yeah, Tony Danza taught 10th grade English back in 2009 and 2010. Trying to move to the left side, nowhere to go there for Sable. Now stuck in a triple team. Gets out of that, goes down. Tell you what, poor Tasnim and Taslim, their uniforms are going to be straight black after all this hitting this turf. This facility, this is one of the ones that uses the ground up tires for cushion on it. Hence the black marks that end up on the uniforms of these players. Seventh opportunity on a free position run here for Northeast. First in the second half. Shot. Little awkward, but the backhand save made there by Carrier. That's her fifth. So the chances she's had, she has been spot on between the pipes. And now a little miscue here, trying to play it up, and stealing it away will be Taslim Sable. She's been the one creating havoc. Spin cycle left, spin cycle right. Trying to get through a double team. Does. Shot! That one goes wide. Boy, she has not quit. Shots now 9-7 in favor of Central. Falling down, losing control, trying to get it back. And unable to do so was Zavara. And now here comes Central. Holding a 9-0 lead, a 7-0 lead. This is Smalls. Smalls, uncontested all the way up the field. Finally met about 12 yards out to Anna Chan. Chan, shot! Bottom right corner. She's got rope, and it's 8-0. And for Anna Chan, who averages just over 4 goals a game, that's her first for the senior. And it is now 8-0. I am not much of a fan of Wikipedia, but I must say I was enjoying the read on both of these schools. Just trying to find a little background information on the two. As on the draw, slings all the way into the offensive end and scooped up. Just the third face-off one here by Central. Trying to move in. It rolls in on Cage. Wasn't really a shot. Would have counted, though, if it went in, as Feldman lost it. Attempted clear, knocked down by Central, scooped up, lost there by Smalls. Second effort, third effort, gets it back. And now a stoppage of play here as a foul will go against Northeast. But I was looking on Wikipedia. One of the interesting things I found out about Central, and actually it goes for Northeast too. It's a pass in front, knocked around, hacked at, whacked at. Finally picking it up here. Northeast a shot. That one denied right there by Sloan. Still loose in front. And finally out with it will be Northeast. Both these schools don't use the graduating class of and the year. In fact, I found out they use a numbering system. Central used to have 2 graduating classes a year. So they would say this is the 153rd graduating class. This year, 282nd graduating class coming out of Central. Number 182 for Northeast. As a shot high and wide, it'll stay with the Vikings. Tons of honorary, notable alumni from both schools. Most you probably wouldn't know. They've gone on to careers in politics or business. It's not like saying Elon Musk went to one of these schools where it's really a household name, but there were a couple out there for both these. One of them for Central, which was an all-male school until 1983. Those of you like magic and know who Penn and Teller are, the quiet one, and I wonder if he was in high school, Teller was in the 224th graduating class of Central. Well, he has done pretty well for himself along with Penn Gillette. Oh, good check right there to knock it away by Taslim Sable. Ground ball picked up, however. Actually, check that. That was Tasnim Sable. Ground ball picked up by Central, and now a foul's going to be called here, and they're going to get Tasnim. And she is going to have to go off. I believe they're going to get her for a hit up in the head. Unintentional. She was going for the ball, but intent is not part of the rule. So player down here for Northeast. 18-11 left. As we mentioned, this field used for a lot, primarily football. It's what it's most known for. One of the greatest ever to do it at the NFL level. Herb Adderley, graduate of Northeast. He's did many wonderful things on this field well before it was turfed. There's a foul here on the Vikings. Everyone's favorite villain on Sports Talk Radio, Howard Eskin, graduated from here. Eddie Stanky, Major League Baseball player. I believe he was with the Dodgers when they were in Brooklyn. On the start, Central shot. And are they counting it? I believe they're calling a foul here against Central, so no goal. So a break there for Northeast, as the long outlet will find some room. Sheridan will carry it up. Good recovery here by Central defensively, but Sheridan's still with it. On the strong hand, the pass in tight. Comes back over to her. Mad scramble for the ball, and a foul's going to be called here on Central going after it. And someone I knew very well, I shouldn't say very well, I knew pretty well. Good friend of my old college baseball coach, Mage McDonald. Ambassador and scout for the Philadelphia Phillies. Just some of the great names that have come through the halls at Northeast and Central. So another free position opportunity. Now we're going to get stoppage of the clock here with 16:35 left. Our officials discussing it again. Our officials, and congrats to them for getting a final. These are always important. Every game's important, but these get to be more so. Again, Kim Stocks, Kathy Beaker, our referee Christine Vandermay. And our timer, Val McPeak. I would love to tell you what the discussion is about, but I am not sure. But just making sure all the I's are crossed and T's are dotted. And now the chance, hard from the right side. Ducking in, hard angle shot. And making the save. Not sure if that was going to go between the pipes, but making sure it wouldn't was Carrier. That's her sixth save. The outlet. Central's been able to use these. Across it comes over to Feldman. Feldman, the long pass just out of the reach, trying to hustle after it. And now the shot, that one denied right there, point blank by Sloan. I believe that was Feldman with the quick catch and release. And Sloan making the save on the 13th attempted shot by Central. Pass left side, not catching that one with Smalls. And the loose ball picked up by Sable. With some room to run down the right side. Good job to hustle back there to get to her, Feldman. And Feldman actually will foul her. Taslim Sable might be running out of steam a little bit here. She has done a lot of running, covering the full 100 yards on this field. Pass to the middle with an opportunity out of the reach. Oh, an opportunity there missed for the Vikings. As the pass went just out of the reach of Xing Zhang. And that has just got to add to the frustration there for the Vikings and head coach John Soros. Northeast had opportunities early, could not convert. And Central turned around and made the most of their chances. And right now, with 14 and a half to go, it is looking like Central going to the States. As another one put on the board. As that goal was scored by Anna Chan, it's her second. And the timeout will be called here with 14:31 left to go. And it looks like the Lancers will go dancing in a week as they have the 9-0 lead here on the Vikings. We'll return to Northeast High School in a moment. This is the Philadelphia Public League Girls Lacrosse Finals on YouTube, powered by SFBN. tie knot in it. You know what I'm saying? You think I can just up and leave? I'm the old man here. Just kidding. I saw Westchester. $14:31 left to go here in our contest. Daryl Dobas back with you here at Charles Martin Memorial Stadium on the campus of Northeast High School in Philadelphia. And right now, the hometown team trying to get the first one on the board. And Brooke Carrier says, I don't think so. Save number 7 for the senior. Northeast High, the host team, not the home team. That belongs to the top seed with possession right now in the Lancers of Central. Atlanta Mazer will give it back over to Smalls. Smalls with a seam. Smalls in tight. Instead of pulling the trigger, pulled it back out, and officials will call the foul. Clock continues to run. 13 and a half to go. Again, 25-minute halves in the girls' game in high school. Any of these ladies get an opportunity to play at the collegiate level, they'll switch them over to halves, or excuse me, to quarters. 15 minutes aside in that. Chance on a free position run in tight. Maybe getting a little too fancy playing with her food right there was Milan Smalls. But she gets a break and gets fouled, and they'll try again. Had the good fortune of seeing some of the best teams in the area earlier this year at the collegiate level. Got to see defending A10 champion St. Joe's. Real good game with St. Bonaventure. Got to watch the women of Swarthmore College fall one game shy of a postseason berth. As a good duck inside, the low shot, and getting it home will be Smalls, and it's 10-0. And for Smalls, that'll be her first of the day. So wind starting to pick up here, even through the booth. Here high above Charles Martin Memorial. Also got to see some men's action. What a great season watching Swarthmore men. Ended up tied in the Centennial. Only loss came to Dickinson, who was tied with them up top. Their first ever ranking nationally in Division III. Made it to the finals in the conference play on the heels of 3 outstanding games, 2 against Gettysburg, another ranked team. Won both of them. Made their first ever NCAA appearance, got the second round. They had a bye to the second, lost to Grove City 18-17, but great season for the Garnet as I look forward for the men and women getting a chance to call their games again. It was a lot of fun. Sported one of the best goalies in the league, the player of the year. They've got a lot to look forward to next year. In tight, bumped, shot. Play allowed to continue. The rebound put home with authority by Zhang. And it's 4 goals in the half. And it's 5 goals for Yen Zhang. Under 10 to play, and this is definitely a coronation here for the Lancers. This is the time of year you want to have another practice. You want a reason to have another practice. You don't want your season to end. And Central's going to have a chance for a couple more practices before they take on what will be the 6th seed out of District 1. As this face-off won here by Northeast. Shot, and finally finding the back of the net will be Taslim Sable. So at the 9-minute mark, the hometown fans happy for that one. As Taslim Sable and all the hard work she has put through here, trying to get one in the back of the net. She ropes one, and it's 11-1. And there will be no shutout today for a Brook Carrier. And the foul called here, and it's going to go against Northeast. Good steal right there. And sending it out will be Sheridan. Good dodge. Foul, and I believe they're going to get Zhang and Mike Carter. Reaching into the pocket. It's going to be a card. My buddy Kathy Beaker with 2 minutes in the box for the young lady who's got 5 on the day. I thought so too. That's not it. They go straight to states. They are the District 12 champ. So a player up looking for a second goal here will be the Vikings, and a foul will stop play. This will get another opportunity. As they will set up here for a free position run. 6 opportunities at that in the first. And actually they're getting the foul here, looks like, on Northeast, so no free position opportunity here for the Vikings. Central not taking the foot off the gas. 1 down, and a foul. As getting fouled there was Anna Chan. Ball stolen away and sent out to Sable. They still have not done the playbacks in 3, as now losing her balance is Sable, and she hits the deck hard. They're calling the foul. It looked from our angle that she might have just gotten the turf monster to trip her up right around the 10-yard line. But the officials right on it. They are playing second-round games today in District 1, as here comes a free position opportunity again for Taslim Sable. Looking for a second goal. Hesitation. Shot. That one denied there by Carrier. That's her 8th save. Now foul called here. I believe they're going to get this one on Central. Top seed Springfield, Delaware County. They've got Boyertown, the 16 seed. 8 seed Radnor has 9 seed Kennett. 4 seed Penncrest gets upset winner Lower Marion, the 20 seed. They beat Council Rock South, the 13 seed in the opening round. In tight shot, trying to send it. That one saved. It looked like it was going high out of the stick of Ramson. Carrier not taking a chance. Avon Grove, the 21 seed, upset Upper Dublin, and they take on 5 seed Downingtown East. It's a shot in tight. Turned aside. Vikings trying to get it back, and after a violation, they will. 2nd seed Owen J. Roberts is taking on 15 seed Penridge. That was a win over 18 seed Methacton. Pennsbury, the 10 seed, just got by Ridley, 23 seed, and now they get Downingtown West. That's going on, well, right now, 4 o'clock. Garnet Valley is at Conestoga, and North Penn, the 11th seed, is at Great Valley. Basically, the winners of these games today in District 1 will all but seal state playoff berth for all those winners. 7 teams come out of District 1, so it's going to take a little while before the winner of this game, which is looking like Central, is going to know who they're going to play. Good duck inside, left-hand shovel shot. That one just wide there by Sable. She has not stopped moving. So again, second round games are today, Tuesday the 23rd. Will be quarterfinal action. And then Thursday they'll see possibly who they're looking at, because not only will there be semifinal action, but that's when the playbacks start, the 3 through 7 playbacks. As a timeout's going to be called here by Central head coach Alina White. With 3:42 left to go. And the only thing left to do is celebrate. And that's going to come in just under 4 minutes for Central. We'll take a timeout. Lancers on their way to a district title and a berth in the 3A state playoffs. 11-1 on top of Northeast. You're watching it here on YouTube, powered by SFBN. Timeout over. Back to the final 3.5 here. Trying to handle all sorts of things up top here in the booth. Daryl Dobus with you for the final 3.5. And Central just looking to hang on to the ball right now. And maybe doing so a little bit too much as it gets stolen away. And, well, on the deck again is a young Sable. Taz Lim has done most of the hitting of the deck. Her sister Taz Nim as well, as they have hustled from start to finish. Just throwing their body into the wake. As the clock has stopped here with 3:09 left. And now the whistle blows. And Taz Lim made a nice move, but lost control of the ball, and back the other way. Here comes Central. Pass to the right wing, in tight, opportunity, shot, goal. Transition offense for the Lancers. As I'd like to tell you the number of the player, unfortunately, her hair covering her number. Turn around, young lady. Let's give you credit. Clock continues to run as we're over the 10-goal limit. And the goal given to Erin Mobley, the senior. Coming on the 18th shot of the game here for Central. On the draw, this one won by Northeast. 9-6, the faceoffs have gone in favor. As Taslim in tight, shot! And make it 2 for Taslim Sable. Both goals coming here in the second. And you can see why Central was double and tripling teaming her often throughout this contest, but finally snaking through is Taslim Sable for her second of the day, and it's 12-2. As Central wins this draw. And with 30 seconds left, I'd have to think that Alina Whittle is going to have them stay back. Although it gets loose in front for a shot. And that one's set wide by Mobley. 10 seconds left in our contest. And Central, after a 5-2 win to send them to the States over Northeast last year, do it emphatically here in 2023 as they will be heading to the 3A PIAA Girls Lacrosse State Playoffs on the heels of a 12-2 win over the Vikings from Northeast High. And the Lancers will go in a perfect 15-0. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and wrap this one up. The Lancers, your Philly Pub champions in girls lacrosse. You're watching it here on YouTube, powered by SFBN. know who's the MVP. All right. I saw it. Just focus on, send it back, focus on Central, and I'll talk over it and we'll get out quick. There you see a shot of the victorious Lancers from Central High School, as they are your 2023 Philadelphia Public League Girls Lacrosse Champions. An emphatic 12-2 win over the Vikings of Northeast High. Always a gracious host, but the 3 seed ends their season at 11-4. And the champions of the pub and District 12 representative, the lone representative from District 12, will now play the waiting game. Their first game will probably be one hosted, and there's a good bet it might be here as well, as they will await the outcome of District 1 competition going on right now, second round, and they will have to wait to see who the 6th seed is, and that will not come until late next week. So Central will have to play the waiting game here, and they will do so with a perfect 15-0 record. The top seed out of the pubs goes wire to wire in 2023. You saw the cheering. The cheering was also for the MVP, and that was Yen Zhang. 5 goals on the game, and she's just a junior, so you get her for one more year. Look out, Philly Pubs. Good game all around. Shots 19-15 in favor of Central. Faceoffs in favor of the Vikings, however, 9-7. Also, their opportunities on free position runs 8-6 in that category. Saves for the game, a combination from Victoria Sloan and Karn Lee. Most by Victoria Sloan for Northeast. They were 6 for the Vikings. Meanwhile, on the other end, couple pretty good saves for Brooke Carrier, who was bucking for MVP status as well, but she gave up 2 goals while stopping 10 for the Lancers, and they will need that kind of production from both Zhang and Carrier if they're going to want to advance in the state competition. But again, that is going to come up the end of the week. You can go to PIAAD1.org and click through the links over the next week or so to find out how the 3A bracket goes there. And you will eventually go to the playback bracket and to see who the Lancers will face. But right now, that is story for another day. They are happy as the Public League champions in Philadelphia. The Lancers go to 15-0 as they upend the Vikings of Northeast by a final of 12-2. My thanks to the crew here for taking care of all the pictures and the sound work. I am Daryl Dobas saying thank you so much for watching. You have been watching Philadelphia Public League Girls Lacrosse Finals action. Congratulations, Lancers, and good luck in the 3A state playoffs. 12-2, they are victors over Northeast. You are watching it here on YouTube, powered by SFBN. Have a great day, everybody.